Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not sure if this is broadcasting right now, but I'm doing my best to get it going. Welcome to today's game against Bismarck hitting Rossville Alvin Blue Devils and your Paris Tigers. Avatar is in the circle, getting ready to deliver the first pitch. And it's ball low. Pitch number 2 comes across for a strike. And a swing and a miss from Callie Carpenter. She's a leadoff hitter playing second base today for Bismarck hitting. Comes in with a .522 average and 23 at-bats. She has 1 home run and 1 strikeout. She just fouled that off. Looks like it might have clipped catcher Kendall Fuquay in the hand. This is Ryan Kramer, by the way. I'm flying solo, and I'm trying to make all this stuff work, so hopefully it is broadcasting, and you're able to hear me out there. Little ground ball, going to head to second base. Emma Kramer comes in to make the play, throws her out at first, gets her by a step and a half, and the Tigers have an out from the leadoff hitter. That's going to bring up Gentry Elson. She's got a .400 average and 20 at-bats with 2 walks and a strikeout. Ava's waiting to get the call here from Kendall. Umpire signal's ready to go. We got a foul ball out of play. 0-1 with 1 out on the retired ground ball from Carpenter. Pitch 2 skips in the dirt for ball 1. Counts at 1-1. Another foul out of play, strike 2. Avatar in the circle today. She's thrown 9 innings so far this season in 2 starts. She's 1-1. Delivers another pitch, ball 2. She's given up 11 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 Ks, 1 walk, 2 hit by pitch. Sports a 2.33 ERA and a 1.33 whip. Left 10 runners on base. Delivers upstairs, ball 3, got a full count. And her batting average against is .282. Last time out, she pitched 4 innings against T-Town in a 5-1 loss. Delivers again, fouled out of play. She had 0 Ks, no walks, 2 runs allowed, 2 earned runs allowed, 8 hits total. She threw 58 pitches, 34 of them were for strikes. So Ava's going to be around the zone. She showed us that in Sullivan as well. We're going to challenge them, and Bismarck comes into this game only taking, let's see here. That is their 7th walk on the season. So they're kind of a free-swinging bunch that has racked up 34 strikeouts. They don't appear to be overly patient. They've been fouling a lot of pitches off already early. And there's a foul ball out of play off the bat of Emma Shalato. She'll be doing the catching today for BHRA. Elson's down at first base after the walk. Another ground ball heading to second. Emma's coming in to make the play. She's going to throw her out at first, retire Shalato for the 2nd out of the inning. As Elson moves up to second base on the ground out. Soft hit, no chance to try to tag her in turn 2 there. And that will bring in Ella Acton, the first baseman. She's got a 400 average in 20 at-bats with 3 strikeouts and a walk. And she takes a strike over the outside corner to start the at-bat. Ava's got some good movement going on right now, hitting the outside edge. Brings it right back, same spot, gets a swinging strike this time. Counts quickly 0-2 with 2 outs, top of the first. Goes a little bit further outside that time, and we're looking at a first ball of the at-bat. Got some wind out here today, blowing straight out. It's coming right through the press box, so if you're picking that up on the mic, I apologize. Another foul ball. Count still 1-2 with 2 outs. And a hard ground ball to third. Haddix picks it and throws across to retire the side. We're going to head to break. We'll be back on the other side. Hopefully you guys hear some commercials. If you do, please let me know in the chat. I'm trying to monitor that. I do see a chat from BCG31508 saying sounding good in Roanoke. So I appreciate the feedback. We'll catch you guys on the other side.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's have a little chat about the pitcher for today for BHRA. That is Miss Eva Ronto. She comes into this game off her last outing, was a 4-3 loss to Meridian, where she went the full 7 innings, tossed 71 pitches, 56 for strikes. On that day, she allowed 8 hits and 4 runs, 3 of which were earned. She struck out 3 and walked none. On the season, she's thrown 23.2 innings, started 4 games. She's got a 1-3 record, 21 hits, 13 runs, 6 earned, 9 walks, 21 strikeouts, 4 hit by pitch, a 1.78 ERA, a 1.27 WHIP. She's left 32 runners on base, and she's got a .210 batting average against. So Tigers have their work cut out for them a little bit here. Not a whole lot of walks, a lot more strikeouts than walks, so she's going to be around the plate, and that's going to bring up Landry Stevens for Paris. Landry's coming off a nice 3-for-4 day yesterday. And she's first pitch hacking, and she put a charge into that ball. It is gone. Landry Stevens with the first home run of her career on a fantastic swing. It's going to give the Lady Tigers a 1-0 lead, 1 pitch, and she deposited it over the center field fence out into the pavilion out there. Congratulations, Landry. And that's real quick, and now the pitcher, Avatar's up. Ball's coming back in right now. They're throwing it off to the side so Landry can get that to take home and put on her shelf. I think that Rolling Stones Can't You Hear Me Knocking's appropriate. She just had a big knock right there. Ronto comes back with a strike on the outside to start Tar's at bat off. And a change up for strike 2 on a swing and a miss. Rancho goes back away. Ava tried to shoot it down the right field line, but it was foul outside the orange bag at first. Comes back inside, almost hit her in the helmet as Ava ducked the pitch. Runs a count to 1-2. Goes way outside for ball 2. Counts even. Comes right back down the middle. Ava pops it out to right side, and the second baseman runs it down to retire Ava for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up JC Young. She'll be playing shortstop today for the Lady Tigers. JC hits a hard ground ball, single into the hole, the 5-6 hole. And that's going to bring up Emma Kramer. Emma was the winning pitcher in yesterday's game over Danville, 9-0. Ball is blowing out. We got a lot of kids out. Maybe Emma can get into a ball here just like Lando did. Outside strike. He is giving that pitch the whole day so far. Of course, we've only had a few hitters, but let's get it up. It's going to go, I think. There's up the middle. It's a soft roller. Carpenter has trouble getting it out of the glove. Young's retired at second on the fielder's choice, going 4-6, and Kramer is on first. That's going to bring up probably the hottest hitter in Paris's lineup right now, Morgan Combs. She's got 3 home runs in 3 straight games total. Had a couple doubles yesterday on top of the home runs. Takes a strike on the outside. Emma popped off first. Be nice if Morgan could come back with another double or maybe a home run off the shed out there. Oop, that one's up. Shalado hopped out of her shoes to get it. Evens count 1-1 with 2 outs. Tigers lead 1-0. Another ball up. Morgan hits that out in the gap. That's down. That ball is way down. It's going off the fence. 2 outs. Emma should have been moving. He's going to hold her at third, though. Ball's in on third now. He's telling her, what are you doing? Probably should have scored from first on that one. Morgan with another double, and she is just absolute fire-lit emoji right now, as Morgan would say. And that's going to bring up Sadie Salee. Hard ground ball to shortstop. She kicked it a little bit. She's going to throw it across and have just enough time to get Sadie by a step and a half. That is going to retire the Tigers. And we will head to the second inning with the Tigers leading 1-0.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready for the top of the second inning here. Tigers lead 1-0. Avatar's back in the circle. We got some music blasting up here. And Gianna Brown has stepped in, the shortstop that just finished that last inning, as so often happens, gets the play, makes the play. Comes up, ball one. Swings through it for a strike. Evening the count at 1-1. Takes it upstairs, ball two. Takes it inside, ball three. Brown comes into this game with a .316 average and 19 at-bats. She's got 6 strikeouts and 1 walk. Fouls that one out of play. We got a full count. And swings through it for the first out of the inning. Ava got down 3-1 in the count. Comes back, gets a strikeout. Swinging strikeout, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Eva Ronto. She comes in with a .263 average and 19 at-bats with 1 strikeout and no walks. Takes ball one outside. And she hits a ball out in the right center field. Kaylee Miller reaches up, going back on the ball, snags it. Helps her pitcher out with a nice play in the gap for the second out of the inning. The ball was pretty well struck. It's going to bring up Hope Grissom. She comes in with a .294 average and 17 at-bats with 2 strikeouts and no walks. This is the number 7 hitter. Takes a strike. Ava's doing a really good job working ahead so far this game. Takes strike 2. Grissom finds herself in an 0-2 hole with 2 outs. Draws across in the dirt, hoping for some help from above. Ooh, it's a nice off-speed pitch, but she did just enough to spoil it, foul it off. Another foul ball. Count still 1-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Well outside for ball 2. Take strike 3 right down the middle. That'll retire the side and send us to the bottom of the second inning after this break.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
All right, welcome back in, everybody. This is the bottom of the second coming up. We'll have Kendall Fuquay, Kaylee Miller, and Casey Wells due up for the Tigers. If any of them reach, we'll be back to the top with the home run slugger Landry Stevens in the double hole. Foul ball for strike 1. Change up, taken down low for ball 1. Ronto calls for time in the outfield as a baseball came in. We do have a baseball game going on the other field over there, and it looks like Paris is leading 2-1. If my old eyes don't deceive me with what the scoreboard says. Ho! Fuquay takes one right off the front of her helmet. So hope Kendall's all right. I'm sure she's tough. She's back there catching today for us. So umpire's coming down to talk to Randy, Coach Winkler, who is going to probably send a runner for Kendall since she is the catcher. And it will be Abby McConkey coming out of the Paris dugout to run for Kendall Fuquay after the hit by pitch. And in the box for Paris now is number 4, Kaylee Miller. Ronto comes in high with that delivery. Paris with one on, nobody out. Miller squares to bunt and reaches and lunges for one that fouls off, out of play. Pitch was outside. That's one you kind of got to pull that bat back and let it go. Be up in the count. But instead we have an even count now, 1-1. Kaylee said, I don't want to bunt anyway. She's going to hit one out of here for a 2-run home run. That wind is blowing out today, and I would be willing to wager that one, which just cleared the fence, probably had a little help. But we love it, and the Tigers lead 3-0 on the Miller home run. And that will bring up our number 9 hitter, Kaylee Miller. Casey Wells. She had a couple of really nice bunts yesterday. One was a safety squeeze that got her run in. Another was a single that she beat out, using the speed to her advantage. Takes first pitch outside. Squares the bunt. Pulls it back as it came in bouncing. Bunts and hits herself in the box for strike one. Got a little bit bigger crowd today than we had yesterday. So there is a baseball game going on as well. There's a hammer shot by Wells in the gap. Goes through and past the left fielder as well. She's on her way to second. Solid single turns into an extra base after the misplay in left. And Landry Stevens is up. Well, hopefully she has the same approach she had last time. Can't be expecting home runs. But there's no reason she can't do it again. So nobody down. Paris leads 3-0. Casey Wells out at second. Landry Stevens up. Takes the first one in the dirt for a ball. Takes a second one a little bit outside and up for ball two. Takes a strike on the inside, a little curveball. He's been very consistent calling that pitch a strike so far in this game. Comes back with the same pitch, but it was a little bit up, so ball three it is. So Landry's up in the count 3-1. Wells keeps popping off second pretty well. Got them thinking about it out there. Landry fouls it out of play. Counts full. Turns on this ball. That might be out of here as well. Good night. Landry goes yard again for her second home run. Another two. That one's a two-run blast, and we lead 5-0 now. Needless to say, the Tigers are zoned in on what Ronto's bringing to the dish today. And we're getting hard hit balls all over the place. And that's going to necessitate a visit to the mound. One thing's for certain, this Tiger team can hit. We've been doing it so far this season in virtually every game with the exception of T-Town. Even in our other, so T-Town we only scored 1 run and we only had 3 hits. But other than that, even in our first loss, it was 10-9 in 7 innings. So Tigers are hitting. If this carries up all year, this is going to be a real fun season. Yeah, that that ball was really well hit and dead pull, which Landry does not really do that often. She doesn't turn on balls, but Ronto came back inside and she turned on it. That's going to bring up Ava Tarr. She swing and miss at the first one. Takes the next one in the dirt, 1-1. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Takes another one on the outside corner for strike 2. We got another baseball on the field. We've called timeout. Left fielder's retrieved it, thrown it back over the fence. Tar hits a hard ground ball, gets under a third baseman's glove, past the shortstop, out into left field, and that's a single. Keeping the line moving, that's going to bring up J.C. Young. I believe we're going to run for Ava Tar as she is the pitcher. Get her off the base pass, let her rest a bit, and that's going to bring in Maddie Carter to do the running for Ava. Still nobody out. J.C. Young's at the dish with Maddie Carter standing down at first after the Ava Tar single. J.C. takes strike one on the outside. Last time up, J.C. had a single. It was between the shortstop and the third baseman in the 5-6 hole as well. Takes that one down, and Maddie Carter's breaking for second. She is thrown out as the tag is dropped by the shortstop, Gianna Brown, on a nice throw from Emma Shalato. Count on Young's 1-1. Now we have an out. Nobody on the bases. Young takes that pitch high for ball 2. Fouls that one straight back. She's right on it. Runs a count 2-2. Pops that one up. Not sure if it's gonna get out. Shalato gave chase, but it got over the fence. Hit the bleachers, it sounded like, out there. Count's still 2-2. Ooh, JC had a pitch to handle right there, but she dismissed it, fouled it out of play. Count's still 2-2. Wind is still blowing straight out now. Change up. JC waited on it, but she got under it just a little bit, popped it up. Left fielder runs in and makes a basket catch on the run to retire JC, and that's going to bring up Emma Kramer with nobody on and 2 outs. Last time up, Emma hit into a fielder's choice, 4-6. Off the end cap on a pitch that was outside. Hammered that one up the middle for a base hit. Straight line drive, and it's fumbled by the center fielder a little bit, but not enough to have Emma advance. That's going to bring up Morgan Combs, who had a double her last time up off the right center field fence. Ooh. Oh, Shalato with a snap throw down to try to pick Kramer off first. She got a little wide, but she dives back in safely after Morgan had swung and foul tipped that offering from Ronto. Takes a changeup for strike 2 over the inner half of the plate. And takes a ball outside for the first ball. 1-2 with 2 outs. Emma Kramer at first after the single to center. Tigers looking to add to the lead. If Morgan stays hot as she's been, maybe Emma will get on her horse this time and score another run. Straight back. That one would have came in here if that fence wasn't there. Thankfully it was. Oh, a changeup, swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt. Shalado throws her out at first to retire Combs on the swinging strikeout. But the Tigers plate 4 on a pair of 2-run home runs. We'll be back for the top of the third after this commercial break.
Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
All right, welcome back, everybody, for the top of the third. It looks like we have a change at catcher after Fuquay took the ball off her helmet. They've got Sadie Salee in to catch now. I don't see any other defensive replacements out there at this time. And coming up for BHRA is number 21, Ellie Tittle. It's her first plate appearance today. She comes in with a 200 average and 20 at-bats with 7 strikeouts. Big swing and a miss for strike 1 on a nice curve piece. It's one down and away for ball 1. Evens the count 1-1 with nobody out. Tigers lead 5-0 after the pair of 2-run home runs last inning. There's a foul ball from Tittle. Counts quickly 1-2. Tigers have good pace today, working with really good pace, taking good at-bats so far. Everybody's hitting the ball. And a swing and a miss to retire Tittle. That'll bring up Mia Oler, the number 9 hitter. She comes in with an .059 average and 17 at-bats with 7 strikeouts and 2 walks. Big swing and a miss on a pitch that was well off the plate. I think Ava could just live there the rest of the at-bat and probably have some success. Goes right back, but it's a little low. Evens the count 1-1 with 1 out. Nice change up. Gets her to swing and miss. Counts 1-2. Ball down in the dirt. Evens count 2-2. And she swings and misses on a pitch outside. That's Ava's 4th K of the game against just the 1 walk from the first inning. That's back to the top of the order now. Callie Carpenter, last time up, she hit a little ground ball to second baseman. Emma Kramer made the play to retire her. Ava hits the outside corner for strike 1. Comes back inside. Haven't seen too many on the inside half, but it's good to keep them honest. Change where the hitters are looking so they don't just start diving over the plate. Foul ball out of play on a line. That doesn't look like it's going to make the cornfield, but it's really well struck. Runs a count to 1-2 with 2 outs, nobody on. Beautiful pitch on a changeup to get her. Looking. Retires the side. We will be in the bottom of the 3rd when we return after these commercials.
At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery.
All right, welcome back, everybody, for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Sadie Salee is about to address the plate. Last time up, she hit a ground ball to the shortstop and was retired. 6-3. She hits a fly ball on the first pitch. Big pop-up to second baseman who settles under it. Carpenter retires her on the pop-up.
Now batting, number 25, Kendall Fuquay.
And Kendall Fuquay is going to hit. Last time up, she got hit by a pitch. Takes that one upstairs for ball 1. Hits that one down the right field line, but it's going to be foul. Evens the count at 1-1 with 1 out on the Salee pop up to second. Takes change up high for ball 2. 2-1. Takes ball 3 outside. 3-1 now. Fuquay's way ahead in the count. Hammers it in off the shortstop's glove in the 5-6 hole, and Kendall's aboard.
Now batting, number 4, Kaylee Miller.
It's going to bring up Kaylee Miller. Last time up, Kaylee hit a 2-run home run. She hits a line drive to center. It's going to get down. Fuquay's kind of stuck, and she's going to be out at second on the fielder's choice.
Now batting, number 7, Casey Wells.
So Miller is at first, and Casey Wells is up. She hits a fly ball that is kind of in no man's land. Center fielder's coming in hard, and it hits off her glove. And Miller is at second base now, and Wells is at first.
What do you say, kid? Let's have a career day.
Number 3,
Today's a great career.
I'm going to go ahead and score Casey with a single on that. And she was running a long way. As she ran a long way, she didn't quite get it. And she is playing on the warning track too. So, which I don't blame her because Landry's went yard twice. Last time was a 2-run. This time it could be a 3-run. Well, first time was a solo. Last time was a 2-run. Now we got 2 runners on. How about we hit a 3-run? Just why not? Have some real fun out there. Yep, she rolled over on it, but it's in the hole between second and first. Nobody's going to get to it. And we got trouble. But Miller scores anyway, despite not taking the signal from the coach immediately to go. So Landry drives in the run on the single. And Ava Tar's up now with runners on the corners and 2 outs. She takes a strike on the outside. Shalado was checking to see if she could shoot Wells down at third, but Wells wasn't too far, and there was nothing doing at first. Landry was staying put right now. Kind of surprised she didn't go on the first pitch there. They were conceding the bag. Tar fouls that one off. It almost gets stuck in the fence. Counts 0-2 with 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Ava hits one out to center field, but this is an easier play, and the center fielder dropped the ball. Throws coming in. It doesn't matter. Landry's going to score from first. Ava's going to stand on second, and that would be a single.
Now batting, number 23, Casey Young.
We are now 8-0 with JC Young coming up. A little scoreboard cleanup there. We had 2 runs come across on that. We got a whole lot of stuff going on. We're trying to keep everything moving around here. Scoreboards and whatnot. Ava's going to be replaced with Maddie Carter for the courtesy runner as Ava is pitching. And that is bringing up JC Young. Last time up, she flew out to left field. First time up, she had a single. So 1 for 2 on the day so far. She sits on one, gets under it, but the center fielder's camped on that one, and she has flown out to the center fielder to end the inning. But the Tigers plate 3 more. We're now leading 8-0 as we head to the 4th inning after these commercial break.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
All right, welcome back, everybody, for the top of the fourth inning. Your Lady Tigers are leading 8-0 over the Bismarck-hitting Rossville Alvin Blue Devils. So far, it's been a barrage of hits for the Tigers, and not a whole lot doing except striking out for BHRA. In the box right now is number 25, Gentry Elson. Last time up, she took a walk, and she took the first pitch there upstairs for a ball. Took the second one in the dirt for ball 2. Elson is the number 2 hitter, so we're just now getting around the second time in the order in the fourth inning. Ava's been very efficient. Elson slaps one down the right field line off the fence for a strike. Counts 2-1. Nobody out. She hits one out to right field. That's going to get over Miller's head, bounce off the fence. Elson's on her horse, going to get to second. Ball's into Kramer. She's going to run it back into the infield. BHRA has a leadoff double for their number 2 hitter. I'll bring up Emma Shalato. Last time up, she hit a ground ball to the second baseman. Emma Kramer retired her 4-3. Beautiful change up to start this at bat. Taken for a strike. We got time out there on the field so that Elson can tie her shoe. Looks like she's done now. Home plate umpire says, let's go. And Shalato fouls it out of play. Counts 0-2. Goes away. Another ground ball to the second baseman. Emma Kramer scoops it up, throws her out. Shalato does advance the runner over to third. But the Tigers get the out on Shalato's second ground ball to Kramer on the day. That'll bring up Ella Acton. Last time up, she hit a ground ball to third. Takes a strike to start this at-bat. Haddocks made the play last time, 5-3. There's a fly ball. It's up there. Everybody's giving chase. It's a fair ball. Just in no man's land. Everyone was kind of going for it. That will get BHRA's first run across on a single from Ella Acton. And that will bring Gianna Brown up. Last time up, she had a swinging strikeout. Still just the one out. Comes right in with a nice pitch on her hands to get strike one on a swing and a miss. Takes a ball upstairs and in. Strike on the outside corner to the lefty. Counts 1-2 with one out. Acton's down on first base. Foul out of play for, do it again. And a swing and a miss to retire her. 2 outs now on the Blue Devils. Acton still down at first. And that's going to bring up Eva Ronto, the pitcher. Last time up, she flew out to right field. Just a little change up. Ball's up. Morgan Combs is waving everyone off. She's going to make the play. To retire the side, BHRA gets a run, but the Tigers lead 8-1. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by at 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335.
All right, welcome back, everybody, for the bottom of the 4th inning. Lady Tigers are about to come up to the dish. Emma Kramer will be leading off for Paris. Last time up, she had a hard-hit single out to center field. Morgan Combs is on deck, and Sadie Salee should be in the hole, pending any potential changes. Takes a change up outside for ball 1. Ooh. He's been consistent, even if it's outside. He's calling it a strike. Counts 1-1. Emma fouls that one out of play, 1-2. Ronto can kind of do whatever she wants now. It counts 1-2. She showed a change in the first pitch. See if she comes back with one here or goes back outside again. Comes right back. Emma hammers it out to left field. Left fielder knocks it down. And that's going to bring up Morgan Combs. She doubled her first time up, struck out last time. She hits a hard ground ball. The shortstop goes right between her legs. Emma Kramer's on her horse, going to get to third potentially. She's on the base standing up, and Morgan's standing on second. So we look to make that error hurt right there. Nobody out. Runners on second and third. And that's going to bring up Sadie Salee. Last time she popped out to the second baseman. Takes a strike upstairs to start the at-bat. 0-1 with nobody out. Kramer at third, Combs at second. See if Sadie wants to join the sophomore home run party that we've got going on today. Landry's hit a couple and Kaylee Miller hit one. Takes that one down in the dirt. Shalato scoops it up and gives a look down to see if Kramer strayed too far off third, but she didn't. Takes a ball outside and low. 2-1 count. Sadie hammers one up the middle. It's going to get through for a single. That's going to score both Kramer, and the throw is coming in wildly from center field, but Combs scores without really a play on her. Sadie advances to second on the throw from the center fielder to home. And we have officially chased Eva Ronto out of the game. As Paris now leads 10-1. That is going to bring in, let's see here, who's number 4? Hope Grissom, who is the flex. She's coming in to pitch. Looks like she came in and pitched 3 2/3 scoreless innings in relief in Bismarck's last game, allowing no hits while striking out 2 and walking 1 as well. And that was against Milford yesterday in a 4-1 loss. Which is saying something if she didn't give up any runs. So I do know Milford has Addison Lucht on their team, and she is, I believe, going to Northwestern to play softball. She's a good player. She's got a bit of an arm whip going on out there. So as we reset here, Sadie Solis out at second with Kendall Fuquay coming up to bat. Kendall's been hit by a pitch and had a single past the shortstop last time up. Been on base both times. Tigers looking to push another run across here if possible. Still nobody out. Kendall takes a hack at pitch number 1. We're off and running under Hope Grissom. Counts 0-1. Back inside for ball 1. And Fuquay turns on another one and hits it in the 5-6 hole. That's going to get Salee. Left fielder's bringing a throw home. There's going to be a play at the plate, but Salee's under the tag to score the 11th run of the game for the Tigers on the single from Fuquay. Nice to see Sadie get on her horse and score from second. That'll bring up Kaylee Miller. She's got a 2-run home run, and last time she hit a shot out to center, but Fuquay got thrown out at second, so fielder's choice 8-6. You don't usually see that one, but it was kind of a tough play. Kaylee is hitting the ball well today. Fuquay traded places with Salee, so she's out there at second. Tigers lead 11-1. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That's a nice pitch to start the at-bat off. 0-1. Squares to bunt, puts it down a beauty right back to the pitcher. She fields it and throws her out at first, but it gets Fuquay over to third.
Now batting, number 7, Casey Wells.
It's going to bring up Casey Wells. Last time up, she had a single. She's got a pair of singles today. I did. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, she moved, so technically, yes. Sorry, we're having a discussion about official scoring here. I know you guys can't probably hear the other half of that conversation. See if Casey Wells can stay hot with 2. Oh, snap throw from Shalado down to third, but Fuquay's back in there standing up, no problem. We got a 2-0 count on Casey Wells. Casey hammered it out to left, and that's going to be down easy. Casey's picking Randy up already, seeing if she should go ahead and continue, but we'll settle for the double. Casey's having a hot day today. 2 singles and a double. Driving in a run there. And that's going to bring up Landry Stevens, who has a home run, a 2-run home run, and a single that drove in a run. So Tigers are just brought their hitting shoes today. They like this bigger temperature. Casey breaks hard off the bag, but nothing doing as Shilato knocked that down. See if Landry can stay hot here. Got a 1-1 count now. Tigers lead 12-1. Change up, it gets away from Shilato, and Wells is going to advance to third on the passed ball. Stevens is ahead in the count, 2-1. Oh, up and in right there. 3-1 now. Still just the 1 out. Wells down at third. Looking to score on any chance she gets. Comes right down the middle. Lando goes the other way, drives it into left field. Left fielder comes over, picks it up. But it's another hit, and that's going to be another run driven in for Landry Stevens.
Now batting number 5, BHRA.
That will bring up Ava Tarr. First time up was a pop out to second. The last 2 times she's had a pair of singles. It's her first at bat against Hope Grissom. Umpire called the first pitch ball on Tarr. 1-0 count, 1 out, 13-1 now. Paris leads after the Stevens single that drove in Wells. Tarr turns on another ball, hits it to shortstop. She gets over on it. Oh, he called her safe on the slide. She did beat it. So everybody's safe. We'll give Tarr another single on that. And they're going to courtesy run for Tarr with Maddie Carter. And that'll bring up J.C. Young with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Got Landry out there at second and Maddie Carter at first. She got away with a pitch right there. That was center cut right down the middle. J.C. fouled it off. JC's got a single today and flew out to left and then flew out to center. Takes the ball down and in. Evens count 1-1 with 1 out. Paris leads 13-1. And she's going to loop it to the second baseman, who catches it and doubles Landry off a second on a slow, soft humpback liner to retire the side. But the Tigers get 5 more runs, and we lead 13-1 as we head to the top of the 5th. Be back after this break.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
All right, welcome back, everybody, for the top of the fifth inning. After Avatar took her one warm-up pitch and Sadie Salee fired a bullet down to second base. Hope Grissom's back up after a backwards K last time. She took strike three and comes up swinging this time. Second pitch is fouled out of play for strike two. And if you're late joining us, Paris has made it rain with runs here so far. Everybody's hitting. Ooh, Morgan gave chase, just about ran straight into the fence, and the ball dropped, unfortunately. Didn't quite get to the fence and feel it out so she could see exactly, what her distance was instead of reaching out and getting a hold of that fence to understand where she was. Pulled up a little short of it. Didn't make the catch. And there's the line drive up the middle for a single. So BHRA is on the board with a hit to start the top of the fifth. And that will bring up Ellie Tittle. She struck out swinging last time. Another swing and a miss. Counts quickly 0-2. And a swing and a miss in the dirt, but no reason to throw it. Safe going into second. She advances on the K that was in the dirt, but it was a swinging strikeout for out number one. The runner at first did advance to second. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Number 15, Aaliyah Williams. She'll be batting for Mia Oler. On the season, Aaliyah Williams has 2 strikeouts. Ava's not messing around, throws a strike right down the middle, and it's a swing and a miss. Takes a ball, evens count 1-1. Comes back with a strike, swing and a miss. Counts 1-2 with 1 out. Runner out at second, it's Hope Grissom. Ava goes way up and away. Counts 2-2. And a swing and a miss for the strikeout. Be the second out of the inning. And we're back to the top of the order with Callie Carpenter coming to the dish. She grounded out to the second baseman her first time, and she got caught looking for a strikeout her second at-bat. Takes the ball down to start this at-bat. Takes the ball outside. Counts 2-0. And the ball is out to right center. Kaylee Miller settled under it, and she makes the play to retire the side. No runs on one hit. We'll be back for the bottom of the fifth after this break. Sorry, no, we won't. That's the end of the game. It's 12 runs after 5 innings. That's going to do it for us here at Tiger Stadium. I'll come back after some commercial break for the quick rundown of the stats, and I assume Coach Claude will be up here pretty happy about the whole deal. So we'll talk to you after this.
Farming is more than an occupation, it's a way of life. So when you want to protect your farm, it goes a lot deeper than protecting your crops, buildings, and machinery. You can't trust your farm protection to just anyone. You want an insurance company with decades of experience like Country Financial. We may have insured your parents' farm, or even your grandparents' farm. So let us put 80 years of experience to use for you. Find out more about achieving financial security and farm insurance from your Edgar County financial representatives, Dan Phipps, Mark Gladding, and Jim Blue. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
All right, welcome back, everybody, for the post-game show. I'll run down some quick stats. It looks like the Lady Tigers had 17 hits officially today. Landry Stevens was 4 for 4 with 5 RBIs. She had a solo shot and get the scoring going today, and then a 2-run homer in her second at-bat. So Landry had a day, 5 RBIs in total. Ava Tarr was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. JC Young was 1 for 4. Emma Kramer was 2 for 3. Morgan Combs was 1 for 3. Sadie Salee was 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Kendall Fuqua was 2 for 2 with an RBI. Kaylee Miller was 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs on her 2-run home run. And Casey Wells was 3 for 3 with an RBI as well. Ava Tarr went the distance in this one, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk on 76 pitches, 54 for strikes. And I believe I saw Coach Clodfelder. He is running on up here, so we'll have him on in just a second. I can give you what I can see for BHRA real quick. Elson had a hit. Acton had a hit. Hamilton had a hit. And that was it for them from a hit standpoint. So as Coach Clodfelder's made his way up here, we're going to have a little chat. Let's see here. I could talk about everybody and all the hits because, boy, did we bring them today.
Yeah, like that makes it, makes it not easier. I don't like that word, but certainly more productive when you do that. And obviously it creates energy when things are going well and balls flying off the bat. And
Yeah, Landry set a tone with a solo shot to lead it
first
off.
pitch of the game, Peace.
Yeah,
she had a heck of a day. And, you know, she's one of those kids. We've got a select group of them that going back to June, when we went in the weight room, she has attacked it and gotten stronger. And so when you see those guys have success, that just, you know the unrequired, not just the ball stuff, you know, the weight room, the development stuff, that stuff's paying off, and stronger swings, and really happy for her. And Kaylee Miller, another one, you know, hit a shot today.
Sophomores, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sophomore power stroke today.
But really, a lot of balls in play, a lot of hard hits.
Yeah.
And, you know, even one like they're late, Morgan, you know, it's going to go as an error to the shortstop. But when you hit it that hard, you give yourself an opportunity for them to make mistakes and get through like that. And
Yeah, BJ and I talked about that yesterday. A lot of you put the ball in play, you put pressure on defense. That's what you want to do all the time. And we did it in spades today and yesterday. 9-0 win yesterday.
Yep.
We're putting up a lot of runs in our wins. Even in our one loss, I mentioned it at the beginning of this one, you know, to Oakwood, we put up 9 runs in that game too. So we keep hitting, and then you have Ava come out here and throw.
well, vice versa, she gets 8 strikeouts.
Yeah,
you know, that's
she only threw 76 pitches, got through 5 innings, and just, you know, she allowed 3 hits.
Yeah.
I mean, she had great curve and change action today that had them way off balance, and they're a free swinging team. They came into this thing.
And you know their record, and I warned our kids.
It's deceptive.
Yeah, they're 1-5 or what have you, and I know I was worried. You know, our kids would see their score. They lost 4-3 to Danville, and after we came, you know, the way we handled them yesterday, but they got an 8-7 loss to Charleston,
Yep.
and you know they've lost a 4-3 game to Meridian, who usually is pretty good. So I said you can't look at scores. You got to look at days, and it's early and the way things are going, and. Well, we came out and jumped on them, and like you said, when we get going, you hit the ball like that, and it just kind of creates an energy. And when you're getting strikeouts, you know, you go get 8 strikeouts, that's less opportunities for balls to be in play, for bad things to happen. So, but I thought our fielding was pretty good. I had to go up and play Dad for a couple of minutes and watch Abby in our first home track meet here, and I missed the deal, and kind of, I guess we kind of had a communication deal in right field, first base behind there when I was gone.
It was no man's land.
Yeah,
it was a little deep, and they all came hard.
Yeah.
But there was nobody was going to get there.
Okay.
It landed almost on the line. But yeah, our fielding's been great, and like I said, this team, I saw their record, like you just said, pointed out. They had 5 losses, but 3 of them were by 1 run, and the other 2 losses were only by 3 runs.
Yeah.
So they've been in every game they've been in. I doubt they expected to have what happened to them today happen. They had their best pitcher in the circle, and we just hammered her.
Yeah, and she was a 1.77 ERA girl coming into the deal.
Yeah, not
I mean,
anymore.
so yeah, kudos to our kids for the way they played, and I just challenged them. I said, celebrate your wins. We're always going to celebrate them. No one likes winning more than I do. Celebrate them. Be happy about it. Know the things that you got to fix and adjust at the plate, and keep playing. And while you celebrate your wins, don't be seduced by the success. And we're 0-0 when we come back to the park tomorrow against Champaign St. Thomas More. So
how do they look? You
know what? I haven't even looked at them.
Yeah.
I looked at Bismarck all day, and I'll get on St. Thomas More tomorrow morning.
I did the same thing, and I thought, seeing that Bismarck came into this with 34 strikeouts and only 6 walks, I had a feeling if Ava would do what she normally does and be around the plate, we'd have a lot of success. And look what happened, 13-1, right?
Yeah,
so.
Winning's fun still.
Yeah, it is.
No question.
It's great.
All right, I appreciate you covering it. I'm going to go up to the track meet and play Dad the rest of the day.
For
so.
sure. Have
all right,
a good one.
Go Tigers.
Congratulations.
All right.
All right, everybody, that's going to do it for me here. I'm going to hit the outro so you can catch the tunes on the way out the door. Thanks for joining us today. And we will be back tomorrow, as Coach mentioned, for Champaign St. Thomas More. Have a good one.
You've been watching Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by First Farmers Bank, Ingram Waste Disposal, Farm Credit Services, Templeton Funeral Home, Longview Bank, Chip and Bethany Keys at Seed Solutions, Terry Elston State Farm Insurance, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, the Crispin Farm Center, Country Financial, and our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.